Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. This video clip was sent to me from a play to win contestant and a fellow rank maker. They asked me if I wanted to share this, I could, and just not to show the video, but to play the audio only, and then to, remove their name and where they're from. And so I'm respecting that. So I have permission to share this with you. And it's really important to do this because I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I can't remember which one it is. And there was a quote in there, and they said, "Courage is a contagion." It is. This is the power of people sharing our stories across social media, within the anti-MLM movement, creating more safe spaces for people to speak out, to realize that we're not alone. And there's not a set format in how you tell your story and how you speak out. We see ourselves in the stories of others. And especially in high control groups, it's like the same format over and over again. It's like they have a playbook of behavior. It's healing to speak out. It's healing to share our stories. It's also healing to just go on with your life. So this takes so much courage. Thank you for sending me this. You're extremely brave. You went through something that it shouldn't have happened. This was we looked up to Ray, and it was all a lie. It was horrible. So this video is just under 5 minutes. I'm not gonna I've already started it about 6 seconds into it, and I am gonna pause it throughout and just do a little bit of comments instead of letting it play for the whole duration, because I'm just kind of sitting here looking at you, So I think that's the best way to share this audio with you. So this is their submission, which it was accepted. So they were a contestant on Play to Win Season 2. And they have the courage to do this. I want to amplify your voices, whoever you are. If you do want to speak out, this is what my channel is about.
I'm so excited about Season 2 Play to Win. I really cannot wait to get in there and compete and break down this glass wall that's standing between myself and my best me. I want to get those tools that are going to help me have an amazing life and help the people that are following me along on my journey or popping into my life as well have an amazing life. I think that a lot of people will be able to relate to my story. And I feel like Play to Win is also going to help a lot with my self-confidence. Growing up, I had daddy issues. My dad was...
This is what the Higdon group is about. It's always about using our traumas, abuse, any kind of doubts that we have, things that are vulnerabilities. And these are good people. These are so many good people in RankMakers that we really believed that we didn't know we were in pyramid schemes. We just really believed that we needed this extra coaching to improve our mindsets. And like this contestant says, there's something that's in between them and their best selves. And the only keys to get through that is through Ray's coaching, which is a lie, but that's what we believe. That's what thousands of people have believed over the years.
Never really in my life. And he used to lie about, he was going to come see us and he never showed up and did all these crappy things. But how that showed up in my adult life, when I was dating a man, I didn't trust him. I was very needy, very insecure.
Ray likes to have women put themselves down. This is what he enjoys. The more vulnerable you are, the better. Let's dredge up what has happened in the past, and then, oh yeah, he probably really liked this. And I just want to say, this individual is incredibly brave to be sharing this. Thank you so much. This takes a lot of fucking courage. I have so much respect for you.
Sure. And very clingy. And when I wasn't dating anyone, I was very promiscuous. And so I was dating this one.
Cult leaders like fucking Ray Higdon use shame to control their followers. They also use shame quite successfully in preventing people from speaking out, because who the hell wants to expose this? But it's by like claiming, I don't know what it's like. It's been like for me, it's like claiming my shame. I take it back. It's like, you can't rule me by fear anymore. I doxed myself all over social media. I did so many live videos emotionally manipulating people, talking about my abuse and trauma. I'm like, no, I'm going to own it. And then they don't have that power over you anymore. It's easier said than done. And for whatever it's worth, this is just my observations of me speaking out. I'm still very new to this. I'm just over a year out. And this is what's going on.
Guy who we had been dating about a year, and I really truly thought that we were going to get married. We had this really romantic weekend planned. We, our kids were with their other parents, and I thought he was going to propose at that time. At this time in my life, I was working for a chiropractic company, and we did live events. So I was in charge of booking the venues, getting the vendors, marketing, and selling the seats. And this one event in particular, we had 200 confirmed people, and I was asked to go speak on stage. And I was very, very nervous. Of course, I said yes. So prior to the event, I was at my boyfriend's house, and we were intimate. And when we were,
it's like, imagine you're fucking Ray Higdon, and you're so deluded with yourself that you need to get submissions from people, and you look at them and you think, oh, this is somebody I'm going to look at this person. This is just a small glimpse into what's been going on in that reality show series, and thinking that this is really good. Like, and this is for multi-level marketing. That's what this is all about. To work for him or to get coached from him. That was season 1. The only prize in season 2 was to work for him. Can you imagine? This is what you get off on these submissions by your RankMakers. It's deplorable. This is disempowering. This is the opposite of helping people. This is so fucked up. If you're a coach, if you're somebody, this would be like, this isn't for me. This isn't the time or the place to be sharing this with me. Thank you so much for doing that. I am so flattered that you trust me to share these details, but this is something that I don't feel that it's for me to know. That would be a real fucking professional. The truth always comes out.
Finished, he rolled over and broke up with me. He didn't give me any reasons. He broke up with me. He crushed and shattered my heart. And I thought, oh my gosh, I guess I cannot be loved by a man. I guess this is my life. My confidence, of course.
Oh, fucking Ray probably loved that. He's like, perfect prey. This is my first time seeing this, by the way. And the individual looks amazing, and you can see the light in their eyes that they are just like, they want to improve themselves, Of
course, has grown since then, but this was 2 hours before the live event. So off I go, crying my eyes out to the venue. I talked to my team. I let them know that I wouldn't be coming to work the next day, and I'd be taken off right after the event. And they were very understanding. And I feel like they would be very much like the Higdon group, like a family. And that's how it was for me.
Anytime somebody uses the word like family, especially in relation to multi-level marketing, that's a cult. Just fucking run. This is just, if they're saying, I don't know about this person's like job or that, but I'm talking about with multi-level marketing, the word family is also a red flag. The word family excuses horrible behavior. The word family excuses coercive control. It excuses abusive behavior. It excuses exploitation. The word family is used like as this magic eraser by high control groups. And you can see how it's like using these past hurts and how we deal with them. Now, like, I know I can be safe with the Higdon group. I know that they're going to help me, when they're doing the opposite. They feed off this. They feed off your abuse, and they exploit it. This is so messed up. This is 2.5 minutes into it. And it goes for another almost 2.5 minutes.
So I got up on stage. I tripped over the mic wire. Thankfully, I didn't do a face plant because that would be embarrassing. And then I went to plug in my USB presentation, and it did not work on the computer that we had there. But I made it work. I had to basically think very quickly on my feet, do a presentation without my presentation. And there you go. Then I had to go home and get over it as fast as I could, because I was a single mom and I had a human being to raise. So that's what I did.
Juxtapose this with Ray's sob story, if you've been following along on that 14-day challenge, where he talks about how he was on a long flight from Hawaii for 7 hours and his eyes were bloodshot, but he still managed to do a live video in the airport. He had so many challenging, like so much adversity that day. You can't even make this shit up.
Learned it as quickly as I could, and I moved forward in my life.
I really tried not to swear during this video, but I failed. I've done one video where I don't swear. I may do another one. I will try. I tried for this one. I failed. I said it twice. I was trained by fucking Ray. What do you expect? I'm a work in progress.
But what I would like to do for the Higdon group, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that story, but what I would love to do with the Higdon group is I would like to build bigger audiences for the live events, as well as sell more merchandise by cross merchandising.
This is about like petitioning to what they're going to do for him to get hired by him. Now, meanwhile, there has been no job description. It's like you can just make it up. He just is soliciting his own rank makers to tell him what they will do for him with no guidance. Just tell me and I'll find fault with it anyway. This is so fucking weird.
I was thinking of a really fun photo booth with a picture of Ray and Jess. So it's almost like we're taking a picture with Ray and Jess. And then outside of that, you would have all the ring lights, and that's where we would sell the ring lights.
That's so awesome. All the ring lights. You know what? And I know if you're watching this, and you know who you are, this is good. It's like laughter is a good tool for us. Laughter and swearing has been my tools to be delivered to cope with this shit. The fucking ring lights, eh?
And helping getting more people to the event, we would utilize the vendors and just make it really, really, really easy for them to market the live event. And that way we would have outside people coming into these events too. So that's really exciting. I have quite a few.
And I believe that they're talking about RankMakers live events, which is in Florida. That's the one I went to in 2019. And I believe that was like the largest one. And after that, like, it's just cratered because they're just like fucking crashing and burning with more and more people coming forward and speaking out. And also Ray deciding that he's a prophet and linking in some version of Christianity. And I feel so sorry, so bad for these people who are of faith that are getting manipulated by Ray. It's horrible what's happening. And then he's tying it into Joe Dispenza. He has he's weaving in neuroscience. I can't even make this shit up. It's a training in the back office. Neuroscience with biblical verses. And he uses the word diligence. And it's and he also weaves in his story of how he's a dance champion and has pictures of him and his wife dancing, doing ballroom dancing. It's just I'm speechless.
A few other ideas, but Netflix actually has a contract with my husband, and I've asked him to reach out to his contact there because I would like to find out the exact steps that you would take, because I know you guys want to have your own Netflix show.
Holy fuck! Woo! You have no fucking idea what he always always wanted to have a documentary made about him on Netflix. Fuck. If you've watched my content, I'm sure I fucking have said this before. Because he said this all the time. No fucking way. Fuck. The funny thing is, the fucking irony of all of this is you never know what may come to pass.
So I want to find out the exact steps that you need to take to make that a reality. And I'm waiting to hear back. So I would love to help you with that.
Can you imagine them thinking that they could actually get on Netflix with that reality show Play to Win? This is the hubris of that man.
And I would love to work with the Higdon group because you're a very fast growing, fast forward thinking company. It's very exciting, you know, being a part of a company that's giving people, helping them with their dreams, with their livelihood, with their confidence, with all these amazing things.
We believed it. We believed all of this.
I love your values and I love the way you guys are like a family, and that's how it feels to me. I want to be a part of it. I cannot wait to meet you soon in Florida. And here I come, Play to Win. I cannot wait. Peace out.
So that was it. It was a 5-minute submission from a Play to Win contestant that was brave enough to send me that and say I could do it. So I am. And if you are a rank maker that is starting to think about possibly speaking out one day, this is my 2 cents. For what it's worth, I really suggest like getting therapy if you can. And not all therapists are the same. This is what I did. And like, just do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do. It's important that you start making your own decisions and not knowing. This is why I wouldn't start like a fucking Facebook group, like Ex-MLMers or something like that. Cause those patterns of behavior need to be disrupted. There can't be like people looking to someone as a fucking leader. Like we need to look within ourselves for answers. We need to have agency. We need to have that internal locus of control, not external, you know? And it's just too easy to like slip back into these patterns of behavior. So, I had reached out to a psychologist and I asked, do you have any experience with cults? And do you support the multi-level marketing industry? And they were like, no, don't support the MLM industry. Didn't know like a lot about it, but just knew it was like, no. And then had some experience with cults. And then they educated themselves more along. I didn't have to educate them like as I was like telling things, but they did their own kind of self-education, like looking into things, which is important. I also did a lot of self-education. I read Stephen Hassan's 2 books, Freedom of Mind and Combating Cult Mind Control, and then Robert Fitzpatrick's Ponzinomics. And then I read Scarred by Sarah Edmondson and Take Back Your Life by Yanya Lalich and Madeline Tobias. And then other ones like different podcasts, Life After MLM and From Huns to Humans, and then various YouTube creators. So I do suggest before, the healing, depending on who we are, there's no rules and there's no rush. I know I wish I have had therapy before I started speaking out, but I felt like there was an urgency, like I needed to get the fucking word out as loud and as much as I could. And I just ran fucking hard and I did it on TikTok. And it was that's because I felt safer there because I had a bigger platform than Ray there. And I knew he couldn't fucking like come after me there. I knew he'd come after me on Facebook, but I knew I felt safe on TikTok. So then eventually as I grew more confident and I saw a therapist, connected with other high control group survivors. And then I began to create content on like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So all this is to say is that if you do ever want, I don't know, your voice amplified, your story told, or whatever, I'm here. I don't monetize this content. I'm not ever going to monetize my YouTube channel. This is something that's important for me to do. You're not alone. There was nothing ever wrong with your mindset. And you knew it all along. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.